What's going on? I'm back, another video. Alright, I'm gonna apologize like usual about the noise, because for some reason the traffic is just pretty heavy today, so yeah. So this was a video I've been kind of wanting to make for a little while now, but I didn't know how. I was looking for stuff on Reddit and I really couldn't find anything on there, so I was like, alright, I gotta look somewhere else for this. So yeah, I finally found something. I think it's pretty interesting. So yeah, let's do this. 15 worst product failures and flops from the past 5 years. Fascinating. Ooh, coming in at number 1, Samsung Galaxy Note 7. The phone that was blowing up in people's pockets. Yeah, that's fucking scary, okay? I saw one of the first articles about this. I'm pretty sure that in the article, the guy was quoted, he said something like, it felt like there was a blowtorch in his pocket, which is terrifying. That's a pretty scary thing, and it sucks too because like that's taking a major hit for Samsung, and then like of course people are going to be super skeptical about buying their next phone. So I mean, luckily they redeemed themselves and they were able to come back from it. But yeah, man, that's some scary stuff. Watermelon Oreo, that's disgusting. Ew. I don't understand like why companies do this. Like the original ones are amazing. There's no need to make all these weird flavors. It's like the only thing you need is just double stuffed because those are even better. The thin ones are like, you know, why bother? Okay, I don't want that. No, it's like you could have the double stuffed ones, the originals, and like maybe like a peanut butter one or like the fudge one. I don't know, something like that. Not watermelon. What are you kidding me? It's disgusting. Stop doing that. I hate when companies are like, yeah, let's do something fresh and cool, and they try to like really change it up and they add all these weird flavors. It's like, nobody wants this, okay? Please don't, okay? No. Google glasses. Yeah, this is something that I've only seen a couple of times. I've seen a couple of YouTubers in the past do reviews on these. I feel like this was something that like, it seemed like a lot cooler like in theory, but in reality it just wasn't that good. Plus it's like, what they're trying to do is have like a substitute for like cell phones, and that's really tough to do because phones are amazing, okay? The only thing that can compete with a phone is a smartwatch, because that's basically just a mini phone on your wrist. But even those, it's like, you know, do you really need it? Like, not really. So for this, it's like, it seems a lot cooler than it actually is. I hope that, you know, someday they can make it a lot better to the point where it actually is practical. But yeah, for now, it's like, it's going to be really hard to replace these just because these are so good right now. Maybe someday they'll actually be really good and, you know, fun to use and practical. Who knows? Hopefully. HP Touchpad. Yeah, I've never even heard of this. It seems like they're trying to compete with the iPad, which is just not going to happen because iPads, again, are just amazing. You're going up against iPad, and that's not an easy thing to do because they're like they've already like basically perfected something. So when you're trying to like push your product in there, you got to make sure it's really good, okay? Or else it's not gonna work. Nissan Murano CrossCabriolet. I don't even know how that's pronounced. Yeah, that thing is ugly. Oh my god. I've seen a couple of these too, like on the road, and I thought to myself, like, wow, that is a horrible car. Like who thought of that? Because it's weird. It's like an SUV that they made into a convertible. It just looks wrong. It looks like something from a cartoon. It just looks ugly. It's weird too. Like, can you imagine them sitting there in the board meeting being like, all right, here's the latest design on the new Nissan. What do you guys think? And they're all like, it looks amazing. People are gonna love this. Wrong. No. I'd love to sit there and experience these meetings where they try to push these like strange products that are like really taking a risk. Amazon Fire Phone. Again, like this whole like product, like you're trying to compete with Apple and Samsung. Like it's just not gonna happen. Like Amazon, yeah, they have a lot, they're very successful in their own things, but you just can't compete. Like I didn't even realize that Amazon came out with a phone. It goes back to like these companies trying to get into a field that's really tough to get into. It's like you're competing with Apple and Samsung, and like they've already perfected their products, so it's really hard to actually like disrupt that. Nike Fuel Band. This is actually like pretty surprising, just because like you think that this thing would have caught on just because it's Nike and they're all about like athletes, but yeah, I mean, I guess when you're competing with like Fitbit and an Apple Watch, like it's kind of tough. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised this is on this list just because, I don't know, it seems like Nike would have been able to make that work. Trump University. Sheesh. No comment. Burger King's Satisfries. Jesus Christ. What is this? Apparently they tried to make fries healthy. How you do that? It's like fries are supposed to be terrible, okay? They're supposed to be like really salty and greasy and nasty, but that's what makes them good. It's like you can't make that healthy because I feel like it's just gonna taste terrible when you try to make it healthy. It's two things that just don't go together. You're trying to do the impossible here. It's just not gonna work. McDonald's wings. Ugh, that's disgusting. They look weird, all right? Like I would not get those. Like that's sketchy to begin with. I don't know, man. I've never even heard of these. Apple Watch? See, again, this is another one that's like confusing that it's even on here. I definitely disagree with this one. Like, I really want an Apple Watch, but the only problem with it is like they're still $300 or $400, and I just don't need that much like technology on my wrist. Because again, I have my phone, and my phone is like great. So I really don't need that much. Like, I would like it for the fitness purposes, but everything else is like, it's just too much. So I'd rather spend like $150 on some like fitness watch from another company than buy an Apple Watch. Even though I really like the way they look, I haven't been able to bring myself to spend $300 to $400 on one yet, even though I do really like the look of them. But just because I like the look of it it's not enough for me to go out and buy one yet, even though I'm like kind of looking for a reason to buy one just because I like the look of them. Vine. Oof. I remember I had a Vine, but I never actually made any content on there, and I probably should have. I probably should have like tried to capitalize on that while I had the chance. To me, that was a really weird app. I didn't understand the humor on it, and it was just, I don't know, like I'd go on it and I'd see like some of the bigger people on there, and it had this like weird vibe to the content, and I was just like, I don't know. I didn't like it personally. I know a lot of people would get really defensive over that because Vine was really loved by a lot of people, but I was not one of those people, and I'm not sorry about it, okay? I'm just not one of those people. I just didn't like the content on there. United Airlines. Oof. Yeah, we all know this story. That was a disaster. If you don't know the story, which I doubt, I think it might have been like 2018 or 2019, I can't remember. So yeah, they sold like too many plane tickets and the plane was crowded or whatever. And for some reason, like they told this one guy that was already on the plane, like they're like, hey, you gotta get off or whatever. And he refused, which, I mean, understandably. And yeah, they ended up like dragging him off the plane or whatever. It was bad, man. It's like, what are you doing? I feel like that situation was just completely unnecessary. 3D television. Ugh. I remember when 3D movies first came out, and it was like, they seemed a lot cooler than they were, and it was like after 5 minutes it was like, okay, like I'm done with this. Like it's cool at first, but then you realize after like one movie you're like, alright, this is kind of stupid and pointless, and I just don't really care to watch movies like this just because it's weird, and you gotta wear these glasses, and the glasses are huge, and it's awkward. I don't know. So yeah, it's really not a surprise that was a disaster. I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't know how well that's gonna go, just because I just didn't think that there was gonna be people who were that excited to actually go out and spend however much on a 3D television. It's like, it's cool for about 15 minutes and then it gets old real quick. 47 Ronin. I feel like I've heard of this. 2013 movie starring Keanu Reeves, the man, the myth, the legend, John Wick, you know? I feel like I remember hearing about this movie, but I never saw it. I mean, you'd think that it would be pretty good because it has Keanu Reeves in it. So yeah, those are some of the worst product failures of the past 5 years. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you are not, it helps out. Turn on those notifications so you do not miss these videos, and I will see you in the next one.